For the garlic farmers of Shandong, the harvest season has arrived. The farmers are at the mercy of volatile market prices. How can the farmers cope with these market fluctuations? In Shandong's Jinxiang and Yutai counties, garlic is the new gold. But the garlic rush has brought strife as well as wealth to the garlic farmers. Gun Fu has just missed the chance to sell his garlic shoots at a good price. Chang Fu has so far lost a couple of thousand yuan in his garlic shoot business. Eager to get rich quick, garlic farmer Liu Shengli has leased 8 acres of fields. He has already sold off 1/3 of his crop to cover his costs. With prices fluctuating wildly, everyone is looking to cash in when they are at their peak.
地头收购价很快从1.78块涨到了3.56块，并且收蒜越来越难。今年金乡全县大蒜种植面积减少2万多亩，平均亩产减少了近28%，总产量53。
In an ironic twist of fate, Lulu's main job is to take her younger sister to school and back. But the family still needs help. Lulu takes it on herself to do something about this on her way home.
6百啥也不干。
那你要多少干啥？
你咋干？你咋干
？3斤呗。
3斤啊？3斤到多少那个？1200。
差不多。不想干活儿家呀？600元干嘛？我也3斤啊。哎呦，一找一把，你把子也找不着。现在他也自个儿家。
With the pickers wanting more than she can afford, Lulu can't find any help. Li Changfu's son, Dong Hai, is back home, broke and out of a job. He left the village to study a trade but failed to get an apprenticeship. His unexpected return is a disappointment, but at least as an extra pair of hands, he has arrived at the right time.
一般弄东西干活，一会儿受不了，受不了，你觉得头一干，干上再老不这不能干了，慢慢的，轻快的。
大顶啥样了？你知道涨了？昨天说着了，刚才那个我给他报价的3块5。
Mr. Liu now has some regrets about selling his garlic so early. The next day, price went up by 2 yuan, which would have earned him an extra 50,000 yuan. He is further irritated by the over-sloppy work of his pickers. Some of the bulbs have been damaged and others simply left in the soil.
完了，给他那边烂蛋呀，你还是注意啊，这啥屌买卖？你别拿出捣蛋的心理了。
那可能。
你不要觉得这没。
出来干活挣钱，你就俺是朝着玩来，对吧？你刚才那
啥？
The argument with the pickers pushes Mr. Liu to the edge. Finally, he loses his temper.
你手里了，你得把人的算指出来。
不能说拿一个豆，
你手里了，
拿一个豆，
走一个都得这样。
你别生气，别生气，
投资的在那边6个的算胜利啊！
你骂谁？你骂
我骂你！
你骂谁？你骂谁啊？
知道啊？
人家那个
都过来这边挺满了，过来人再说吧。
干啥的不好商量吧？
你是干我知道，你不是来祸害人的对不？是不？你说是来祸害人的吗？说，是祸害人的吗？
咱能啥呗？你说？不是，
你是祸害人的，是来咋了？
咱买那个能啥
叫你手机和这是哪儿？就你这样的熊领妈子了。
我不是领妈子的，俺就在这干活的，知道不？是这，
你别说了，你就啥你说，别说了，就是
你活该。
人家谁要你啊？
After a back-breaking morning in the fields, Dong Hai has lost his enthusiasm for work. His mom isn't happy.
比长吃饱干就不了。你跪着拿这个男人，你说快不对呀？这碗，你说手往有劲，叫他教几句他不会。你这个笔碎了几天了，再放屁呢？还要你那个笔那回事？一碎了10天，你再讲，你4岁呗，你在那看电视呢？你说人家这会还谁不比你强？我天呀，你！
It's now the height of the season. Labor rates are up to 9,000 yuan per acre. With Gun Fu's injuries preventing him from working too hard, he reluctantly hires some laborers before the wage rates go any higher. They are the same age as Gun Fu, and like him, have children to school. Lulu, idling at home, attracts their attention.
那不该叫我该下，耽误这些时间嘛呢？
其他真是考往不愿上了，那咱不知道愿上，可能亏了以后的前途，知道愿意上吧。能看孩子，还和你放小觉。要没你妹妹要考上大学，你不出力，那。
没考大学，我照他的光呗，看其他的。
你
他既要考大学，他当教授也忘不了他那个结业，从下个月开始谈呢，因为他往那下了学。
知道，你心里有理论有文化的这用啊。
At the end of the working day, the laborers are paid based on the area they've picked.
7分啥？你7分你在这搁着了，还7分，我看你得咋个？你看啊，是不？7分0 43米1 43，你别乱了你说的43，你看你说431，你1米1你有点超，因为你咋不讲我呢？
哎呀，我给老子那些配面呢，有精神不能忙了呀。看他看的吧，应该他的名，我也不知道咋子的，反正。 昨天我们没定打来。
我把我没有把去，原没有把去。
还没睡觉嘞。
The strain of looking after her baby brother and being stuck with the housework is getting to Lulu.
你叫他自己跑3回，他就没事了。 可不该可不。
3公6分多句，花了10件多钱。
恨铁不成钢，就是那么回事。温柔的小孩，他永远他就是这样的，你啥都改变不了。情愿自己吃屈，也不说发火多硬的人呀，不是那种人。 让人在外边吃不开心了，碰见好心肠的中间能拉你一把。老人很多都利用这种人，你知道吧？不管这样陪，只能过着世外桃源的平淡的生活。
Dong Hai's future is now a worry for his father. Zhang Fu had been expecting his son to settle down and make a life for himself in the city. Zhang Fu plans to cut his son loose and see if he can stand on his own 2 feet. Over the course of a week, Chang Fu has invested all his money, over 100,000 yuan, in buying 30 tons of garlic. The continuing rise in field prices has forced him out of the market.
烦了！哎呀，真沉呐！
Mr. Liu's remaining acres have now been harvested. It was a good crop, and the price is climbing. Suddenly, all the stress and sweat of the last year seem worth it. But he still needs to pick the right time to sell. He watches the market prices movements like a hawk. It's early June, over 2 weeks since the harvest finished. The price of garlic has risen to 9 yuan per kilo. The garlic becomes a valuable commodity to be guarded day and night. Their income for the whole year is now riding on those white bulbs.
全国大蒜价格迅速上涨，蒜泥狠是否会卷土重来？3年一般的都是4块2。蒜农惜售，经销商观望，大蒜有无可能不再暴涨暴跌？
其实大部分人他都想着，哎，今天涨钱了，明天还得涨，无休止的涨，绝对达不到那样。这一家人辛辛苦苦种1年。 首先，本身已经很好的事，必须得换成钱。他就是将来卖5块6块的，我都不敬他。
The road to the garlic market is ghostly quiet. There is none of the hustle and bustle of previous years. The Shanlu market is the largest garlic market in all of China. Last year, it had been made the sole legal trading site for the garlic in the area.
买件真想要呗，真想要咱都说说。啊，真想要能让点。
Mr. Liu finally sells all his garlic at 8.5 yuan per kilo. This gives him a handsome net profit of 200,000 yuan.
我知道，我开这个叫东。
Li Changfu decides to follow Mr. Liu's lead and sell all of his garlic too. His brother is still dithering.
行了，涨不了5块，不就涨了5块不？我也是涨不涨，那么掉了。
真是赶快卖，真我10块才赶快，10
块，我是知足了，这10块多钱，俺家是卖10块8毛，今天卖10块多钱就行了。
But the next day, Gunfu changes his mind. Like many gamblers, he is seduced by the temptation of ever higher rewards. Hearing that a farmer in the neighboring village has sold his garlic at 9.2 yuan, Gunfu takes it as a sign that prices are to rise further.
刚收的刚赔钱，对，你早都对。那么我那2多那时候我做那给这10块。那么厂上还得成家的了，几天了？他自己的，现在涨上。
By early July, the farm prices have fallen to just over 6 yuan per kilo. To save transport costs and the general hassle, most farmers prefer not to go to the Jinxiang market, but to sell to the farm dealers at discount of 10 or 20 cents. This gives dealers their margin.
This 2天又掉到个3块1吧，就铁了心不想卖了。卖什么？
Mr. Liu has been in the garlic trade for 20 years. With 200,000 yuan in his pocket, he is keen to get back in business.
你不想想，你想啥？你想涨2件，货主到这个价钱还不认可，你说他想啥？没光是才是原来10块多，我都没卖，谁不是那样？ 今天卖上卖了，就当天烦1天，你第2天都不烦，第2天都没那个价。
Li Gunfu's crop has now lost 20,000 yuan in value. While regretting his indecision, the family is determined to wait for a recovery in the price.
他会过去的，后悔，真是后悔，接受不了这个价。要是少上1块钱，你就万把块钱，这万把块钱至少能给你赚上去。不行，接受不了。
不找他是吧？
The couple are banking on a price rebound back to 8 yuan per kilo. A pharmaceutical factory is recruiting female workers. Lulu wants to apply, but the factory asks for an application fee of 12,000 yuan.
这块不可靠。
就怕了你去了。
啥叫可靠啊？
去了
除了你说别打，人家领这么钱，这个给你拿钱，你拿给他钱，你想回来不给你钱出给你了，你对着打。跟你说你没有对应的人，你跟你也干不好。
那你给我说的是啥？我也知道你这啥动不动就给我发火。
对你的关心，你知道呗？谁不要你自己的儿女好？你说这样的，你要是不好好把那把那子不要你那好。
是的，你这个
你去吧你，看啥样
？3分钟的热度，你进去你就知道了。不都觉得钱拿东西不值它，哪有值钱就给真的。
那你这意思是啥？
你开银行的。
那你想是啥？你给我干嘛说这一番话？你想是啥？
你说，别急着，想光把你不去了。
当然害怕了，你说话有几个真的去？10个有9个半是假的。
Having sold his own crop, Chang Fu starts buying up others' harvests at 6.2 yuan per kilo. The bulbs stacked on his truck weigh 5,000 kilos. Chang Fu hopes this will be his lucky number. A price of 6.5 has been agreed, and the garlic is being delivered to the storage unit. But this isn't the end of the story. When the buyer inspects it, he says the bulbs are too small and he wants a discount on the price. Renegotiating the price while the bulbs are being unloaded has become common in recent years. Unloading is stopped twice. The price drops by 1.4 yuan per kilo, cutting any margin to the bone. The farmers have to sell before August or their garlic will sprout. Over the next few weeks, the price will fluctuate wildly. No one can be sure how things will play out.
把你弄了吧？我跟你解释，现在没到最低价，你记准，现在没到最低价。历来都是泰山不压行情，你有多少个？行情只要毁了，你再赢都不容易。咱农村好讲不见棺材不落泪，你见了棺材也不落泪，那你没法。
Before the start of August, prices halve. Those who haven't sold begin to panic. With their crop drying out, the yield per acre is falling to under 6,000 kilos, while production cost, relative to the final harvested weight, rises. Selling now could mean realizing a loss of 6,000 yuan per acre.
在市场上来起毛市成交了。
Mr. Liu sells his garlic at 3.50 yuan per kilo. The whole deal will make him the equivalent of about $150 US. Once bought by the big dealers, the garlic will be cleaned and sorted according to size and quality. It is kept in cold storage until transported to shops and markets across the country. Supplies will have to last until next year's harvest comes in. Li Gunfu is still sitting on 7,500 kilos of unsold garlic, and the falling prices have already cost them 40,000 yuan from their highest level.
我不晓得卖，那天我把卖也都把价子都不卖了，你们就看看。我有敢卖啊！哎呀，还报单人呢。那刚说要卖就是不打动。你那不说卖，说10块1到这个标这回来你不说卖，你还是有对我这有啥个表演机？你还不老实的卖，你涨了10块1，我哪说就卖？你还没说卖，你说要跟啥？ 既然硬说不卖，搁两天发展，搁卖了，搁两天发展，搁两天，因为俺说搁两天发展。
亏了，都知道亏了，那你就别嘟噜了，都别说了。说有时候让你卖，有时候卖不管多少钱。
一说卖他就得涨价，比花不管我花穷啊，那不是不管我穷，是那样的，咋少生意咋好。
A while later, the price rebounds slightly, and Lulu's family finally sells for 4 yuan per kilo, a loss of nearly 10,000 on the year.
这几年一年8万，下年再开始，不就这样？
一年盘了年，一年好，赔了就是赔了，赔了再等下年了。
All told, Li Changfu has made 100,000 yuan this year. Not bad, but some way short of his goal. He plans to lease an extra 3 acres in the hope of boosting his income next year. Mr. Liu isn't so sanguine about the future. He's going to have his acreage.
下年确定好了，他老百姓他是不管那个外贸出口了，国内销售了，他不考虑这一块，他总考虑人家有卖高价的。一看哪种作物发财上，一哄而上，种啥啥多，种啥啥难卖。 最近这2年最起码前景不好，不还得出现大掉了一回，很可能出现几毛钱、3毛5毛都可能出现，年年机会很多，赔钱的机会也是很多。
3日里当啷啷。 向言归正，同志们，那声俺接着前言往下明，问问。